Good day, everyone. My name is Toto from Tutorial Program. So today I will be doing integration. So this is like some of my first videos I'll be posting on YouTube. So please do bear with me if ever maybe there's some quality or anything like that. If we have any complications or something's wrong maybe with my videos or something like that, please do bear with me. I'll try to fix that as time goes. But then for now, yeah. We'll be working with whatever we have. But then, yeah, in the future, hopefully things will get a bit better. So, today I'll be doing integration, a topic called integration. So I'll be doing I'll be doing question 2022 November 2022 question paper, computer practice November 2022 question paper, and integration. The topic is in question 9. So we'll be doing question 9. So without wasting any more of your time, so let's go straight into the question. So I'll try to move a bit fast. I'll try to move a bit fast. So if ever maybe there's something or anything you did not understand, please do go back and revisit, go back and rewatch the video and all that. So yeah, so I've already typed in some of the information, but then some of the key information I did not type in because that's some of the information that might give you problems during your exam. So for now, this is what we have. So I'm going to read quickly. So I'll be reading through what they see on the question paper that I am basically doing. So this question paper, they're saying question 9, which is your integration. They're saying analyze the table below and answer the question that follow. Note, you are required to use the same spreadsheet or word processing program to answer all the questions. So you can do this either on spreadsheet or Word. So I chose to do it on spreadsheet because it's easier to calculate, to show your calculations and all that. Okay, so we move on. So after all that information, they're showing you a table. So the table looks something like this, but then some of the information are missing. So I'm gonna quickly type in some of the information. So okay, so we have store name, and then we have names of the pharmacies, and then also we have COVID packs. So COVID packs, we were supposed to merge column column B, C, D. So I've already merged that. So if ever you don't know how to merge, just select the column that you need merging. So I'm going to merge these three. So just highlight like this, and then just merge and send. Then so the information you type will go across the three columns. So for now, I've already done that. So let's fix that. Okay. So I've already done that on the COVID packs. So we have June. So the question paper, yeah, I will told you. The paper I'm doing. So and then so here we have June 2020. So we have June 2020. And then we have December. Mm-hmm. 2020. And then we also have percentage increase. Percentage increase. Okay, so the format of the dates are different from the formats that are given on the question paper. So how do you change the format of the dates? So you just select your dates, your date formats, and then just come to home tab, and then just come here to numbers. So we want to format our date to look different. So we'll have something like this. So usually it's in general. So just come to costume. And then from here, that's where you're going to, okay, not costume, just say date. And then from here, that's how you're going to actually looking at date, like in costume, yeah. And then you're looking for the date format. So our date format should be June, but the June should be written in full. And then we have our year. So the June should be written in full. So it's month. So if you can check here, the sample they show you how the date will be written. So it's supposed to be month, and open space, and then 2020, which is yeah. So the Y's represent the years, and the month represent, and the M's represent the M. The M represent the month, and the Y's represent the years. So this is how the date will be. After I say okay, so let's say okay, and then our date changed. So that's how you format the date to look the way you need your date to be. So depending on the question, what the question says, so you can just format the date according to how it's supposed to be formatted. So maybe some of them it says year, and then month, and then day. So meaning it's going to be 2020. The month will be maybe let's say December. So it's going to be 12, and then the day, which is maybe 02. So if you type in month, it's like four M's, it's going to give you a whole month written in letters. So yeah, that's how you change the format of the date. So just keep that in mind, and then just play around with that if ever maybe you're having trouble with it. So yeah. Okay, so we're done. So next, and then next, what we have? So we have the information. So we have information here. So it's 6.25. Okay, so if you can check this number. So whenever you write the number on Excel, the number should be on the right hand. It should be right aligned. So after you just type in the number, when you go down, the number should automatically go to your right hand side. So in this case, this one never went to the right hand side. So meaning this laptop that I'm using, it doesn't use this. So the mistake will be in this dot. So it's not supposed to be a dot, it's supposed to be a comma. And then when you go down, let me say, then the text will automatically go to your right hand side. So some computers use the comma, and then some of them use the dot. So depending on the computer you're using, just if the numbers don't go to your right hand side, then it means something is wrong. And then when you do your formula, the formula will be wrong. When you calculate your formula on the percentage increase, the formula will be wrong because this was wrong. Okay, but then yeah, and then we move. Okay, so we have numbers, and we have 66, 94, we have 71, 75, 71, 75, and then we have 71, 14, then we have 62, 70. So that's me, basically, that's all our information, and then just add borders. Just add borders, and then just all borders. And then information will have borders, and then just fix your width so that all the information appears. Just fix this December. Yeah. So I think that's basically it. And then this information, our heading should be bold. So we just bold the information, and we're done. And then we are done with our table. So now we answer the questions that follow after the table. So 9.1, they say create a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel. As a header, key in your examination number. So we all know how to key in our examination number as our header, which is left aligned. So this for those who say maybe they don't know what to do, then you just come to insert, hit insert. Then you have your headers and footer. So just click on headers and footer. You have something like this, and then they say on the left it should be what? Your examination number. And then right aligned, it should be question 9, which is question 9. Then you have something like this. So yeah. And then We have 9.2. 9.2, they're saying display June 2020 and June 2020 as currency with two decimal place. So currency, so June 2020, meaning the information here, down here, should be currency with two decimal place. So just come to home tab and then number, and then you say this, and then we're saying this, and then say currency. So usually how you do this, you just click down here, and then you just select currency, and then decimal. It can be 1, it can be 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the number of decimal we're looking for. But then in this case, we're looking for two decimal place. So just two decimal place. And then some computers, you might find on the symbol is in dollars. So just quickly change the symbol. So you change the symbol, just come here, and then you look for your rand. So you just go down looking for the rand until you find the rand. So the rand is somewhere. It's supposed to say, I think it's South African rand or something, if I'm not mistaken. And then you look for it. But then in this case, we already on our rand. So there's no need for me to change that. So but then yeah, just be aware of that some computers, you might find them that the symbol is dollars. So you have to change it to your rand. And then you say, okay. So this information will change accordingly. So yeah, we're done with number 9.2. And then 9.3, they're saying sort the data in descending order according to the June 2020 PEGs, according to June 2020 COVID PEG price. So meaning we have to sort our information according to our June 2020 PEG price in descending order. So how do we do that? You highlight all the information. You highlight all your information, and then you have, if you can check here, we have sorted and filter on the far right. We have sort and filter. So just click on sort and filter, and then costume, and then after you say costume, something like this, a Chibunyana should appear like this. And then they told you that sort according to June 2020 text. So you just click here and then choose June 2020 according to June 2020. And they said sort in descending order meaning highest go from the top going down, or from the highest going to your smallest, or yeah, largest to smallest. So descending order is largest to smallest, and then ascending order, smallest to largest. So in this case, they want largest to smallest. So just fix this here. Let me see if you can check before I say okay. If you can check our information, you see, firstly we have Clicks Pharmacy, we have GHT, we have all the other pharmacies down here, and then also the price, the information, it's going accordingly. So after we sort and filter, so we're gonna sort and filter. So after we sort and filter, we might just see what happens. So I'm gonna just click OK, then OK. Then what happened? Our information changed. Our information changed. So now instead of clicks that was on top, now we have what? Wallace Police, Wallace Pharmacy, Wallace Police, Wallace Pharmacy, and then all the other information coming down. So yeah, that's how to sort and filter. So moving on, we have what? 9.4. So 9.4, they say determine the percentage increase for all COVID packs per store name. Display the answer as a percentage with no decimal. So determine the percentage increase for all COVID packs per store. So the percentage, so meaning here, that's information. So how do we do that? We say scholars to this, which is C3, our December price pack minus the June. And we say end. And then you can see your answer is in rands. So how do you change that? We need the answer in as a percentage. So how do we change that? You just come here and then just click on this percentage. Okay, so it says 175, meaning I made a mistake. So the formula actually is supposed to be in brackets and then divided by 100. You say okay. So now you have your or 2%. So if you need your formula, here's your formula just on the formula bar. You can just look at the formula just here. As to how I got this is 2%. So, and then for me, just write down. You click on this small box here until this cross appears. And after the cross appears, just write down everything. Then you have something like this. Yeah. So here's your percentages. So we're done with that part. 9.5. So 9.5. 9.5, they're saying determine the average COVID price for December 2020. Display the amount as a currency with 2 decimal places. So 9.5. 9.5. So you can just type 9.5 here. Then just something like this, and you see average price for December 2020. Then just increase the width so all the information appears. Okay, so yeah. And then just do your calculation just here. You can just do the calculation anywhere but then yeah. So I'm going to choose to do it here. So we say average is equals to average. Open bracket, average for December. So we select the information for December. When we say close bracket and then enter. That's your average price for December packs. And then you have 9.6. Which COVID pack was the cheapest? So you just say 9.6, 9.6. Cheapest for cheapest COVID packs in December. So we'll calculate our formula here, the cheapest. So cheapest being what? The lowest number. So in this case, in the integration, they don't really require like your formulas and all that. So like for example, here you can just look which number is the lowest number. So you can tell already that this 62,70 is the lowest number. So you can just type in the 62,70 because they won't ask you to show your formulas and all that. So you can just type in the information as you see it. But then if ever maybe you want to use a formula to calculate your lowest number, you can just say is equals to mean. It's equals to mean, and then open bracket, highlight, close bracket, and then enter. And then you got your 62,70 as it's shown here. And then we move on. So I'm trying to move quickly. If ever there's something, if I'm moving too quickly for you, you'll just rewatch the video again. So 9.7. So we do 9.7. So 9.7 is saying Mr. Marama Todi, a senior citizen, receives 1,910 per month as an old age pension. He spends his pension money on grocery and medicine to boost his immune system. He uses a ratio of 75:25 to split the money accordingly. So meaning 75% of the money that Mr. Matlodi receives goes to grocery, and then the 25% goes to the medicine. And then we have 7.1. So we have 9.7.1. They say that determine the amount spent on grocery and the amount spent on COVID packs. Show your workings. So meaning you must show how you got the answer. So in this case, you calculate for grocery first. So let's calculate grocery. Groceries. Then we'll just show our workings here. So in order to do that, we say is equals to 1,910 times the 75 because they said 75% of the total amount goes to grocery. So 75% of that, this amount goes to grocery. So you can say 75%, or you can do it like 75 over 100. Either way, you get the same answer. So 75% of that goes to grocery. So they said you must show your calculations. So in this case, this should be your calculation. So just before the equals to sign, so just before the equals to sign, just make a dot, just a dot like this. And then your formula will stick there even when you go to the next cell. So when you go to the next cell, our formula will stick there because they said what? They said show your workings. So you show the workings. So here, that's where you write your answer. Is to say when you say it's equals to 1.9 times the 75%. So we can just retype the formula this time without that dot before the equals to sign. So just 1910 times what? 75%. 75%, which is equals to, is your answer for 9.7.1 for grocery. And then also they said you must calculate for what? For medicine. So same thing with medicine. Same thing with our medicine. Just here. And then for medicine, we say the dot rolls again, and we say it's equals to 1,110 times. So the dot is to make sure that when we go to the next cell, it doesn't automatically show you your answer. So we want the formula to stick there. That's why we include the dot before the equals to sign. So yeah, and then times, they said 25% of the total amount goes to medicine. So we say 25 over 100. Then done. So this side we're typing the formula as it is without the dot. So 1,100 times 25% is equals to 477.50. Yes, and then we are done with 9.7.1. So now we're going to 9.7.2. 9.7.2. Okay, 9.7.2. So what are they saying? 9.7.2, they're saying of the amount spent on medicine, how many of the cheapest COVID packs will Mr. Ramatloli be able to buy? Of the amount spent on medicine. The amount spent on medicine. So this is the amount that is spent on medicine. This is the amount that's spent on medicine. So they're saying, how many of the cheapest COVID packs will Mr. Ramatloli be able to buy? So we know the cheapest COVID packs cost 62,70. So we can just 9.2. You can just write how many of the cheapest COVID packs. Okay, so here you can just write in like any topic, any heady, maybe let's say number of cheapest COVID packs, number of cheapest COVID packs. Sharp, and then we're done. And then now for our formula, how to get the answer. So we're calculating our answer on this column C, and then column B will be of our workings. If ever they're telling us to show our workings, like in this case, they're not telling us to show our workings, so we just calculate the answer. So how do we calculate it? So let's do that quickly. So we're going to say what is equals to this amount, which is the total amount spent on medicine, divided by this amount, because we want to check what, how many times will this 62 go into this 477. Let me say enter. So it goes into that amount seven times. So since this is the number of cheapest packs, so the number, it can be in rands. It has to be a whole number. So just fix that. Then we say number, and then with 0 decimal place. So it will be 8. So meaning, as the question said, how many of the amount spent on medicine, how many of the cheapest COVID packs will Mr. Ramato will be able to buy? So Mr. Ramato will be able to buy what? 8 of the cheapest COVID packs. So yeah, that's how you do your 9.2. So 9.3, 9.7.3. So 9.7.3, they're saying how much money would Mr. Ramato need to buy 4 of the cheapest COVID packs? So how much money will Mr. Ramato be able to? I think how much money will Mr. Ramato need to buy 4 of the cheapest COVID packs? So 4 of cheapest. 4 of the cheapest packs. So how do you do that? So we're just going to say what? Cheapest COVID packs. So we know the cheapest COVID packs. This is what? 4 of the cheapest. This is the amount for the cheapest COVID packs. So we're going to say what? Is equals to this amount times 4. Let's say enter. So the question said, how much would Mr. Ramato need to buy 4 of the cheapest COVID packs? So Mr. Ramato would need what? 250.8. Yeah, in order to get what? 4 of the cheapest COVID packs. And then 9.7 and 7.4. 9.7.4, and then 9.7.4, they say using June 2020 prices, calculate the amount of money that Mr. Ramato would have spent on 4 of the cheapest COVID packs in the same ratio. Was used. So we're doing what? 9.7.4. Okay, so we need to divide this using the June 2020 prices. June 2020 prices. Here's our June 2020 prices. Calculate the amount of money that Mr. Ramato would have spent on 4 of the cheapest COVID packs if the same ratio was used. So in this case, so how do we do that? So let's start with our calculations. So we'll say it's equals to this amount. It's equals to this amount times what? Times 75%. Okay, so let's read the question paper. Using the June 2020 prices, calculate the amount of money that Mr. Ramato will spent on 4 of the cheapest COVID packs in the same ratio. Using the 2020 information. Okay, so let's just say 9.7.4 cheapest COVID packs. COVID packs 20 June for June 2020. Okay, so we'll say what? How much money would Mr. Ramato would have spent on 40 cheapest COVID packs? Using the June information, so we'll calculate the answer. So it's equals to June information, cheapest. How much money would Mr. Ramato be spend to get 4 of the cheapest COVID packs using June 2020? So in June 2020, as we can tell on June 2020, the lowest number is the 60 rand. So we'll say this 60 rand times 4. And then we'll get the 240, which is what? what would this is the amount that Mr. Ramaturu would spend to get 4 of the cheapest COVID packs. Okay, and then we move on to 9.4. Okay, so we do 9.4, so 9.5, 9.7.5, 9.7.5. If Mr. Ramaturu wants to save 10% of his old age pension for the year 2021, how much would his savings be in December 2021? How much would his savings be in December 2021? Okay, so if Mr. Ramatod wants to save 10% of his old age pension for the year 2021, how much would his savings be in December? So meaning if he saves up the money for the whole year, the 10% for the whole year, how much would his money be? So what December savings? Then we'll say it's equals to so Mr. Ramatodi, they said that he gets 1,110 a month times that by 10%. And then so we're looking for the whole month, for the whole year, not the whole month. So the whole year, which is times 12. 12 being what? 12 months. So January until December. Let me see. Score this. So in this case, just show your formulas on this formula bar. So maybe for example, on this one, we say it's equal to C10 times 4. So we'll just say the dot is equal to C10 times 4. And then also here, how to get the formula is equal to. So I'm looking at the formulas right here. So we said on the formula bar, we said it's equal to C13 divided by C10. It's equal to C18. Okay, so we start with the dot. So we say dot is equal to C13 divided by 10. So same thing with the rest of the formulas. So just include these formulas on the side just to show how you got your answer, because maybe they might give you marks for that, but then since they never said show formulas, maybe they might not. But then just to be on the safe side, just include them, even though they never specified. Like for example, with this one, you can just show your formula here, which says dot, which is equal to 1910 times 10% times 8 times 12, and then just leave it as that. So don't forget the dot before there is equal to sign so that you can show your formula. And then so your answer is 229,200, and then we are done with 9.7.5. So 9.8, they're saying display all amounts as currency with 2 decimal place. Display all amounts with all amounts. So some of the amounts are already in currency with 2 decimal places, except for this one and also these amounts. So we'll just highlight this also, and then currency, we just come here, and then currency with 2 decimal place. So be sure to change this symbol. If ever your symbol is in dollars, just be sure to change it to rand, and then yeah, and then just say okay. So how you change it to rand? Just click here and then select your rand. Just look for rand somewhere there, and then select your rand, and then okay. So all amounts are in rands except for this one, because here we're looking for number of cheapest COVID packs, so they can't be in rands. Okay, so display all amounts as currency with 2 decimal place, and the number of COVID packs as an integer with no decimal place, as I've indicated. Number of the one that says number of COVID packs, meaning this number as an integer being what? The whole number with no decimal place. Yes, so this is what they mean. And then we are done with that part. And then they say save the document as question 9, make it print out and place it in your examination folder. So we'll just come to print a file, and then you say print. So sometimes in your Excel, they say print with column headings, with rows and column headings. So sometimes they say print with column and with rows and column headings. So rows and column headings being this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there by the side, and then also this A, B, C, D, E, F, G all the way until. So if ever they say print with rows and column headings, just know that you're supposed to say what? Just go to print, and then if you can check if you print, so there's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's no A, B, C, D, E, F, G all the way here. So how do you insert that? So just say page setup, and then you just say sheet. From your sheet, you have your rows and column headings. So just click on rows and column headings, and you say okay. So now they will appear. Now they appear the 1, 2, 3, and the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then just say print. But then in this case, they never wanted the rows and column headings. You just remove them. Then you say sheet, and just remove. And you say okay. Leave it as that. And then yeah, that's how you do that. So we are done with this part. Okay, so we are done with question 9. We are done with our question 9. So that's how you do your question 9. So if ever this video was helpful for you, please do like and subscribe, because we're going to post more videos concerning your work, your N5 work, and N6 also, N4 also. We're going to post more work concerning all that. So, but then for now, if this video helped you, please do like and subscribe. And then if ever there was anything I did wrong, please do comment and let me know, so that I can improve on that. And then yeah, so from me to you guys, thank you for watching.